football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's upended after a gain of 2. To the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
Now the Browns have a short field. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28.
13 yards the tally on the return there.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a level shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So second quarter, this offense losing and hoping to get the football in the end zone for the first time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Left side, Bennett. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Second and 13.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive.
There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They will zoom and pass that number there.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a 1st down. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Third-quarter action to this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Harris. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. McFarland stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
McFarland once more.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run with McFarland.
And some strong running. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. McFarland. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Harris.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay